like very herbaceous. They're very yummy, crispy.
Herbaceous.
Yeah, it's a real word.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey foodies, welcome back. I'm Sierra.
I'm JT.
And this is Food is Universal. Today we're going to be talking to you about and giving our honest review on Thunder Falls Terrace.
Yeah, it's one of our favorite quick service spots in Universal, specifically Islands of Adventure in the Jurassic Park area. It's a really high quality place. Until recently, we feel like it's been pretty overlooked as far as like food options are in the parks. But it's really solid and the price is fair and the portions are good. So can't wait to talk about it and share it with you guys.
So like JT said, Thunder Falls Terrace can be located in the Jurassic Park section of Islands of Adventure. It is actually located kind of like on the border between where the Kong ride is and where the lands kind of merge together. So it's on the side that's kind of closer to where the Jurassic Park River Adventure ride is.
It's actually right next to it.
Yeah, it's actually right next to it. So if you can kind of have a visual note right before you leave Jurassic Park and before you enter like the Kong area, and with it being so close or right next to the Jurassic Park River Adventure, there's actually like a nice little outside seating area where you can go and eat and also enjoy watching people do the splash.
And you can watch people get splashed as well, so that's a lot of fun.
So the menu for Thunder Falls is actually not that big, which can be a good thing, honestly, because with it being quick service, you don't really want to have too many options. That way the line doesn't get congested or anything. But what is on the menu is pretty good, in our opinion.
Yeah.
How would you describe I guess like the type of cuisine, maybe some kind of like Spanish or Latin influence?
Yeah, it's Latin influence. I would compare it to something like Nando's, like in like kind of like a loosely kind of Nando's-esque flavor palette going on. With the chicken, it's kind of roast. You get roasted chicken. You have roasted pork, which is like Pernil, which is kind of like it's not pulled pork, but it's like a shredded pork that's been cooked for a while. And then you have turkey legs, smoked turkey legs also.
Okay, so essentially the way that Thunder Falls works is that they have 3 main categories of food options. You have platters, salads, rice bowls.
So the platters, you can get either chicken, you can get chicken and pernil, you can just get pernil, or you can have a turkey leg. And they all come with different things. The chicken comes with the potatoes and corn on the cob. The pernil comes with rice and black beans with cotija cheese. And then the turkey leg comes with french fries.
For the rice bowls, you get to choose between jackfruit, roasted pernil, and the roasted chicken. All the rice bowls are going to come with cilantro lime rice, black beans, salsa, cheese, and sweet plantains.
They also have combos that come with milkshakes, and those are either chocolate or vanilla.
For your salads, you're going to have a choice between rotisserie chicken salad and a mixed green salad.
For dessert, they have a signature key lime cheesecake that looks really delicious. It's something I've really wanted to try for a while. But they also have, cookies and brookies, stuff like that. It's pretty run-of-the-mill dessert. And like I said before, they also have milkshakes available. You can get them separately or with a combo if you choose.
So we've been here a couple of times, and the first time that I went, I ended up getting the roasted pernil platter, which was good. At the time, it came with actual like plantain chips instead of like the sweet, softer plantains, and it was good. That first time around that we went, really offset everything for us because everything is made so perfectly. The meats are always super tender. Everything is seasoned really, really well. And I honestly think that's really what does it for us is the seasoning. You wouldn't really expect much from a quick service restaurant. And so having like a full hearty meal that's seasoned really well is honestly really impressive.
Yeah, it's definitely, you can't state enough how important like the quality and how great the quality of the food is there. It's just like, even for a theme park restaurant, it's like above a lot of them. Like it's above most of the quick service restaurants at the park.
Now, the most recent time that we went, I had the chicken rice bowl, and I probably definitely like that better I think that the rice bowl is a lot more. I mean, they're essentially kind of close. Like I said, the first time, at the time they were still serving plantain chips with the platters, but now they all come with the soft plantains. And so even still, I think I like the chicken. Chicken's kind of a safe bet. And yeah, it was just the same thing, very flavorful, very tender, very, very good portions. And I cannot emphasize that enough.
So our first visit, I got the chicken rice bowl. That was probably, like Sierra said, delicious. The beans are actually a highlight for me. They have the cotija cheese on top. They're wonderfully seasoned, like everything else. The chicken is like nearly fall off the bone for me. I feel like it's very, very tender. Like you can tear it apart easily. It's easy to eat. They usually give you like a leg or a thigh usually.
Darker meat.
So it's very, very tender. And then the most recent time I got the chicken and pernil platter, which I was over the moon about that. One, the corn on the cob was so good. It was buttery, delicious. The potatoes were outstanding, really well seasoned. They were like very herbaceous. They were very yummy, crispy.
Herbaceous.
Yeah, that's a real word. Yeah. As for the meats on this platter, the chicken, like I said, was delicious. The pernil was definitely my favorite thing on the plate, though, this time around. It was super tender, and they give you a good portion of it. It's not a huge portion of the pernil with the chicken, but it's a very like generous, just like reasonable portion of pernil on there, and it's very, very tender, melt in your mouth for me. Not too salty or anything like that. Really well balanced flavors. I was very happy with my meal. Like I ate that meal probably very extremely fast. Just how good it was. I don't think we even have a video of us eating, so anything like that, because it was just too much.
Gone.
It was too. We were too into the meal.
Yeah, it's gone as soon as we get it.
Yeah.
One of the other things that we really love about dining at Thunder Falls is the fact that we don't feel disgusting after we eat. Like I said before, it's a very, very wholesome and filling meal, but doesn't leave you feeling disgusting like if you were to eat like burgers and fries and pizza for lunch. And that's also really important if you plan on spending the full day at the parks. You need to have some kind of energy and not feeling very like sluggish. And we definitely never feel that when we eat here. And that was something that we really valued also. Yeah,
the meals are actually, they're fairly healthy for what they give you, like fairly well balanced. It's not a bunch of, they don't fry anything. Except maybe the plantains are fried, but those are very like, they're fried for maybe a minute or so. They're not
And you only get two, so it's not like it's a major component of the meal. So let's talk about food prices. Food prices here are actually pretty reasonable. Nothing here is no more than $20, and the $20 price range is going to be for anything that you get as a combo. So those are going to be the meals that come with milkshakes. If that is something that you don't want, then your price range falls a little bit more to more of the $15 to $18 range for either a bowl or a platter, which is pretty good. Anything we would say that's like less than $20 for one meal, pretty reasonable the price, especially considering all that you get with the food and just like theme park prices in general. So that's really excellent. Salads are going to be the mixed green salad is going to be $6.99 plus tax, and then the rotisserie chicken is going to be $12.49 plus tax.
So dessert prices vary from $3.79, which would probably be like your cookie or the brookie, and then $5.99 for the cheesecake.
And it's a good portion, so it's also a reasonable price for a very hefty slice of cheesecake. They're not skimping on you there.
No.
We've seen it.
So the location itself is quite beautiful, actually. It's definitely, like we've said it's like in comparison to the other quick service restaurants, but it really is a lot more beautiful than the other quick service restaurants. Like, it's very like open. There's a high ceiling. There's a lot of foliage around it. Like, it reminds you of the area around that you're in. Like, it's Jurassic Park themed, so it's very reminiscent of that. You have like a lot of naturals, like wooden structures in there, and then Occasionally have the birds. There's a lot of birds actually in this restaurant.
Yeah, there's like real live birds.
Yeah.
There are actual birds that fly around, and they honestly kind of add to it. Although it's kind of sad that they are there. But I imagine that I guess they get fed pretty well.
I imagine the birds seem to have a good time in there. There's food. There's plenty of places to nest. So
Yeah. So, is Thunder Falls worth your next visit to Universal? And we say yes. And here's why. With the food quality, the portions, and the prices, we think that this all-inclusive experience is definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, like I said, the food is delicious. While we're making this video right now, I'm thinking about it. I want to eat there right now. Sadly, we are not in Orlando. But it really is a quality experience. Like, I don't go there and thinking, oh, this is a quick service restaurant. Like, it feels honestly like, up there with like on more on the scale of like the Harry Potter restaurants than, something like Captain America Cafe or Comic Strip Cafe.
Maybe even a little bit better.
Yeah, maybe
than
a little.
The Harry Potter spots, quite honestly.
That's debatable.
Controversy.
Depending who you ask. They don't have.
But I would definitely eat at this place, even if it wasn't at Universal.
Yeah.
And I think that's a testament to how good it is. Like, if it was like its own standalone spot, I would want to go here, honestly. So, who is Thunder Falls good for? Thunder Falls is going to be good for anyone that is looking for the best bang for their buck, honestly. Like we've been saying, like the portion to price ratio is definitely up there. So if you are looking to, not spend anything more than $20 on a platter combo, then this place will be good for you. If you appreciate more of like the Spanish, like Latin influenced kind of foods, this will be excellent for you. Like we said, the closest thing that we can think of is like Chipotle, but this honestly is like better than Chipotle, honestly. Thunder Falls will also be good for, families and individuals who are just looking for a quick spot to eat. Like we said, this is a quick service location, meaning that there are no like formal waiters and waitresses to wait on you. You don't have to go through the whole dining experience waiting for like appetizers and just kind of sitting around. Like as soon as you order your food and you get it, you can just eat it and then you go at your own discretion.
Now, there is a couple of caveats. So the last time we went, it was also extremely busy. Like there was a line outside the door. So they do change certain things. So unless you mobile order, you won't be able to seat yourself right away. You have to stand in the line. You order your food. They give you a table assignment, and then somebody will bring you your food. So and with mobile ordering, they'll also bring it to your table. So if it's super busy, just keep that in mind. If you see a line at the door, don't be afraid to enter, because I still believe it's worth waiting in line for. But just keep that in mind. You can't seat yourself, and somebody will bring the food to your table typically.
This place will also be good for people that are looking for a break from the sun and the Florida heat, because it is indoors. Well, the majority of it is indoors. And there is a small section where you can sit outside. So if you are wanting quick service, because there are other quick service spots that aren't necessarily, sit down, like Bumblebee Man Tacos. There's not really like a designated, like you can find seating, but there's no designated like indoor area for stuff like that. So if you're looking for a place where you can order your food and sit down, this is a perfect place to go. So Thunder Falls might not be good for people that are not really huge fans of the particular kind of flavor palettes that we've been describing. Like if you're not a huge fan of like rice and beans and salsa and like cheeses and those kind of like combinations together, you're probably not gonna like this, because that's the majority of it, unless you just want like a turkey leg. So that might be a viable option if you're not really interested.
This also may not be great for people who want more variety in their menu. Thunder Falls is very cut, set, and dry on what they have. They're not going to, allow you to customize very much. Not going to allow you to mix and match options with certain things. What they have is what they have. And I understand like some people like to be able to, mix and match. And if I had the option to, I probably would. But this doesn't have a lot of options. There are other places that have a lot more options. But we really think that these options are just super solid. But we totally get it if that's not for you,
Thunder Falls also might not be good for people that are kind of looking for something just a little bit cheaper. Whenever we go to Universal, we do know that we have the advantage of it only being us, but a lot of times people are going in groups and with their families and stuff like that. So those prices can honestly add up pretty fast. So if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper, then you might want to try and find something like another quick service restaurant. You know, because like I said, those prices add up. We think that, you know, food within the $13 to $18 range is cool, but that might not be the case for y'all, and that's more than okay. We also do have annual passes, so we get like an additional discount. So we might be a little bit out of touch when we're saying things like, oh, the prices are good, because everyone's budget is different. And we like to try and be considerate and respectful for everyone's budget. So if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper, maybe consider other options around the park. So thanks so much for watching. We hope that we were able to give you enough information to make an informed decision on whether or not you want to visit Thunder Falls on your next trip. And if you have been, let us know in the comments. Do you agree? Like, do you think that Thunder Falls is good? Do you think it's bad? Yeah, let us know.
We won't get upset, we promise.
Of course. We like to facilitate conversations here. Like, don't take our word for just like everything. We just like to offer our opinion and incite conversations around that. So let us know. But yes, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We are also on Instagram and TikTok, so give us a follow if you can. I'm Sierra.
I'm JT.
And remember, food is universal.
See ya.
Bye.